Nothing more comforting than wrapping yourself in a cozy blanket of glass. See,
You want to know how to break through and get your freedom as an entrepreneur, how to potentially make millions. But 99% of businesses fail. That means that you need the pieces of information that the successful businesses have that the failures don't have. There's actually one concept, one thing that separates almost all successful businesses from almost all failures. After an insane journey, we're going to share that one thing with you.
I was extremely fortunate because I managed to turn things around for myself using this one concept that separates almost all successful businesses from almost all failures. And I managed to go out, and before my 30th birthday even, I got to do everything that was on my list of things that I really wanted to do before I died. My bucket list, if you will, but I don't really like that term. I got to fly in a fighter jet and break the speed of sound. That was the thing that I wanted to do more than anything else. I got to eat at more than half of the world's 10 best restaurants, 3-star Michelin restaurants all over the world, incredible experiences. I got to buy a motorcycle with somebody that I was dating and ride up and down the coast of Vietnam, just like you see in Top Gear if you've ever seen that show. It was incredible. I've gotten to spend more time with friends and family. I've gotten to go on camping trips with them whenever I wanted. Gotten to hang out with celebrities like Rob Thomas of Matchbox 20 on multiple occasions and even work with him. I've gotten to hang out with Lindsey Vonn, multiple-time Olympian. All of this was possible because of entrepreneurship. But the thing is, it's not about me, it's about you. It's about how you can use those same concept, that same one thing that turned my life around in your business. And I know you can because it's something that effectively all successful businesses do, but effectively all failing and struggling businesses don't do. And it's really not that difficult to implement. Yes, it takes work, but when you do that work, it's really not that difficult. And the thing is, it will make all of those same things possible for you because I wasn't even a millionaire when I did those things. Which means that you can do them and you can get those same results, or you can do things very similar to that in your business for yourself. And that's incredible. That's what we're going to share with you today. And we're going to go through and jump into that starting right now. Here's the thing, guys. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't need to be. You see, when I was stuck for over 3 years, and I had this gripping feeling in my stomach at all times, this uneasiness, this tension, this just kind of queasiness, like tomorrow wasn't going to be okay. This feeling that made me not want to get out of bed in the morning, and honestly not even want to go to sleep at night. How bizarre is that? I didn't want to do either. This feeling that maybe for the first time in my life, after everything that I had succeeded in, I never thought that I was a failure until I went through this. And then I started to wonder if I was the failure. If maybe it wasn't what I was doing, but maybe I was just a failure. During that time, I felt like it had to be hard. I felt like it was just beyond me. You might feel that as well. But guess what? It does not have to be hard. The thing is, during that period of time, using all the people I know, the founder of Instagram, the founder of Chubbies, the venture capitalists, everything, all the books that I read, all the testing I did, over $500,000 of testing and advertising that you don't have to do because I'm going to bring you what solved that problem for me. I'm going to give you that knowledge and that experience. I'm going to show you what I finally realized basically all successful businesses were doing, that basically all struggling and failing businesses are not doing. I'm going to bring you that one thing. Is it easy? Not exactly. Is it hard? Definitely not. It just takes a little bit of work. And it's conceptual. This isn't some too good to be true trick. It's a concept. That's why so many businesses are doing it and succeeding, basically all of them, because it's a concept. And I'm going to show that to you. I'm going to bring it to you, and then it doesn't have to be hard. You just have to implement it. But I can guarantee you that feeling that it has to be hard, that maybe it has to be this way, or maybe it's not for you, that's not true. It's important to understand that's not true. That's what I needed to hear. But I needed to not only hear that, I needed somebody to show me, and then I needed somebody to walk me through the examples where other businesses are succeeding with this so that I could accept that. Because after I'd been beaten down that much and nothing worked for me, it was gonna be a little bit hard for me to believe anybody. So we're gonna walk you through those and show you what changed my mind, which I'm pretty sure will change yours too.
And what is that one thing you ask?
Emu farming. They use 1/5 as much land as cattle, they're adorable, they're super friendly, and they fly.
What's that? They don't fly?
And they don't even fly. Their milk makes you fly.
No, don't farm emus. Disregard everything he said. Do you really want to be an entrepreneur like this? It's all I can afford to eat today. I better save the rest for tomorrow.
You know, the first time, one of the craziest feelings that you could ever get as an entrepreneur, one of the craziest things and one of the most bizarre things that I ever felt was the first time that I made over $20,000 in a month. It's so weird. It feels a lot like one of those movie scenes where one of the characters just made a bunch of money that they'd never made before and they don't even know what to do with it, so they're stuffing it under their mattress. And at the same time, you have so many of these numbers coming in that it's like you don't even have to worry about these things anymore. It's like for the first time in your life, you're free because you don't have to worry about them. You don't even know how to spend it all. And that's a feeling that I want for you. That's the feeling that I want you to have. And it's not inaccessible. The thing is, you have to go about it the right way. You have to go about it the right way because you have the right knowledge. That's what it's all about. And I want that feeling for you, and I'm very confident that you can get there if you're doing the one thing, if you're properly doing it. Which reminds me, guys, the biggest thing that I have to say is please don't sit around trying to reinvent the wheel. Please. That's what got me stuck. Because I'm too smart, basically. I was too smart for my own good, or at least thought I was. My Stanford education and everything, I thought I could do everything better. I thought I could do it all myself. So I sat around trying to reinvent the wheel for over 3 years, and it wasn't until I started learning from other people that I saw the error in what I was doing. So please, don't go through your own hell because you're stubborn. Don't sit around going through that because you're stubborn, because you have to do it your own way, because you know better. You probably do know better in several ways, just like I did. And there's probably other ways where you should just learn from other people. It was one of the biggest things that I had to admit and try. So don't reinvent the wheel. Again, I'm just going to give you over 75 pages, and these are full-length letter pages. So this is basically, there'd probably be like 150 pages of a book that you'd buy at the bookstore. So it's basically a book. You get it for free, and again, it's enough information, there's enough value there that we just cut off the beginning. It's not like a weakened version, just cut off the beginning and just give it to you. Why? You're going to see why, because it has to do with the same thing. It has to do with connecting with the customers. The easiest thing to do is just to let you try out the book. And it's long enough that we can just give you that amount of the book. You just get started on it. It's the easiest way to do this. And you're going to see as soon as you start reading it, why I did that, why that makes sense. But don't go and reinvent the wheel. Just click, just give us the email so that we can send you the beginning of the book. That's it. That's all you got to do. Just don't reinvent the wheel. Trust that somebody with a Stanford education who's personal friends with the founders of Instagram, and Chubbies, and Revel Systems, over $100 million company that my friend Lisa Falzone started, with all this experience, with over $500,000 in ad testing, just trust that somebody who's done that might have something for you. Just might. Worst case scenario, you give an email, you get the free section of the book, and it's not useful for you. That's the worst case scenario. The best case scenario, you read it, and even what's just in the free section changes your life, changes your career. So guys, just click through, give us an email so we can send it to you, and just get started on it and see what you think for yourself. I know you're smart or you wouldn't be interested in entrepreneurship. I know you're probably stubborn or you wouldn't be interested in entrepreneurship. You're like me. But don't reinvent the wheel, just give it a try. Just give it a try. That's what changed my life, and I really, really would like it to change yours and allow you to do all the same kinds of things that I got to do as a result.